Hi guys, I have a fun quick reformer video for us today. We're going to do lots of arms, abs, and glute work. I'm going to go ahead and start with my foot bar down, a red and a yellow spring. If you guys are not on a balanced body reformer, I would just go to a heavy and a light spring. We're going to begin with some arm work and some abdominal work. So if you ever want it lighter, you can always take off that yellow spring and just do a red or just one heavy spring. So we'll begin by lying down on onto our reformers, and then when we get down, headrest up to you can be up or down. Arms can just be nice and long at our sides. We're going to start right into our neutral spine, so we have that nice natural curvature of our low backs. And before we grab our straps, let's begin with a quick breath. So we'll take a deep inhale, and as we inhale, just feeling our ribs expanding out to the sides of the room and into the mat underneath us. And then on our exhale, we'll just let our ribs naturally draw back together. And then again, deep inhale, feel your ribs expanding, just finding that center line of your body. And then exhale, letting the ribs naturally draw back together. Let's do 2 more deep breaths, trying to find ourselves as evenly weighted throughout the right and the left side of the body as we can. And then just 1 more deep inhale, 1 more deep exhale. Then after that exhale, let's reach back, grab our short loops into our hands, and then we're just going to reach our arms straight up to the ceiling. Hands are going to be right over our shoulders. Knees are going to come up into a tabletop position. Again, we're just holding our neutral spines. And on an exhale, let's press the arms straight down to the mat for a reach and pull. And then inhale as we return right back up. Exhaling as we pull down. And then inhaling as we return. Feeling our lats fire as we press on the exhale. And then inhale, just returning right back up with control. We'll do 2 more like that. And then last one, exhale, press, and then inhale, return. Now, the next time we press the arms down, we're gonna reach our right leg out away from us to a challenging level. As the arms go up, the right leg comes in, press, extend the left leg out, and then inhale, return. So reach and pull, adding in those single leg extensions. Exhaling out, inhaling back, exhaling away, and inhale back, and we'll just do 3 more. We want to feel our obliques fire as we extend away, return, last one out, and in. Now the next time we press our arms down, we're going to extend both legs out to a challenging level, and then inhale, return. Exhale, press, extend both legs. Inhale, return. We want to think drawing our abs in and up as we reach the legs out. And our brow lines are just staying nice and heavy. Let's do 2 more. And then last one, press, extend, return, and then we'll just relax the feet down. Feel free to relax the arms. We're gonna do that same series, adding in our ab curls next. So we'll reach our arms right back up. Our knees are going to go up into a tabletop position. They're going to stay in tabletop to start. And then on an exhale, we're just going to press curl up into our abdominal curls. And then inhale, return back down with control. Exhale, knot and curl. And then inhale, return. So we want to think bringing the chin towards the chest, curling from our brow lines, and then just keeping that lemon or that kiwi in between the chin and the chest as we come up. Last one. And then once we return, we'll pause. We're going back into ab curls, single leg extensions. Exhale, press curl, reach the right leg back out. Inhale, return. Exhale, press, extend the left leg. And then inhale, return, feeling those obliques fire on those single leg extensions. We'll do 1 more right, 1 more left. And then last one, press, curl, extend, return. And then we're gonna go out with both legs. And then inhale as we return. Press, curl, reach both legs away. Inhale, return. Then draw 2 inches underneath your belly button in towards your back as you reach out and curl up. Return, let's do 2. And then last one. Return, and then we can relax the feet. Feel free to give your arms a little break. You can always give your knees a little sway, stretch, or a hug. And then we're just going to do that same series, changing up our arms. So let's reach the arms
right back up. We'll bring our knees right back up into our tabletop position, as always in our neutral spines. We'll start with the arms open out to a T, knees stay in tabletop, and on our exhale, we'll press the palms to the hips, and then inhale right back out to our T. Exhale, palms to hips, inhale, open. So we want to feel our lats and our biceps firing here. Think each exhale, we're engaging our low abdominals. So that 2 inches underneath our belly button draws in and up our spine towards our solar plexus on each exhale. Now, the next time we press the palms to the hips, we'll hold there, single leg extensions again. So as we open the arms, reach the right leg out. As we press the palms to the hips, we'll pull the leg in. Left leg as we open, exhale, pull. Engage your obliques to pull each leg right back in. Broad line stay heavy, holding that neutral spine the entire time. Out and in, one more right and left. Last one on the left. And then the next time we open the arms, both legs extend, both legs pull in. Out with the legs, pull right back in. Inhale out, exhale back. We'll go for 2, pull in. Last one when we come in, arms are gonna go up, feet are gonna go down, and then we can just give ourselves a little stretch. As always, we can sway our knees, we can hug them, we can stretch them. We're going to do that same series, adding in an ab curl. So let's extend our arms back up to the ceiling. Knees are up into our tabletop position, legs are zipped together. We're going to do 1 normal abdominal curl. So on our exhale, we're going to press, curl up, pause. As we open our arms out to a T, our shoulders and head are going to go down. As we press our palms to our hips, we're going to nod and curl right back up. Open the arms, the shoulders, the head relax. Exhale, nod, curl. Inhale, return with control. Reach for the fingers as we come up. 2 more. Inhale. Exhale, reach for those fingers as we come up. Now the next time we come up, we're going to hold ourselves up here. Stay up into that curl. We're going to open the arms, reach that right leg back out. Exhale, pull back in for single leg stretch. Left leg as we open. Exhale, pull in. Now, if your neck is ever an issue, head can always go down into the mat. We have 1 more right, 1 more left. You do not need to stay in that curl if you can't. Now, we're going to open the arms, reach both legs out. Exhale, pull in. Inhale, exhale. We have 4 more. Then draw our abs in to our back. As we pull back in, we have 2. Last one. And then arms up, head down. We'll relax the feet. And we'll just give ourselves a little stretch and break. We're going to finish off here with some arm circles. So we'll extend both arms straight back up to the ceiling. We'll bring our knees back up into our tabletop position. And then we're going to reach just our right leg out to a challenging level. It's going to stay there. On an exhale, we're going to press the arms down to the mat. Inhale, open them out to the sides, circle around and back up. Down, circle around and up. We want to feel our right obliques engaged here. 2 more. And then last one. Now, when we bring it to the hips, we'll pause. Right leg in, left leg out. Reverse the circles, go up to the ceiling, out to our T. Exhale to the hips. Inhale up, open, exhaling as we press, keeping that left leg long. 2 more. And then last one, when we bring it to the hips, we'll pause. Both knees in tabletop, elbows bend for our tricep press. When we press our palms down, we'll reach both legs out away from us, bend the knees and the elbows. Exhale, press, extend. Inhale, bend. Now if you want to, you can keep your legs extended and just do your tricep press. That is completely up to you. Let's do 3, 2, and 1. Bend the knees, elbows, relax the feet, and we'll hang our straps up. Okay, so we'll sit ourselves up. I am going to take off my yellow spring. So I'm on 1 heavy spring. We're going to do glutes and lats and triceps. I would suggest if we have weaker glutes to do a blue spring, which will be a medium spring instead of a heavy. So you guys have the option to go medium or heavy for your springs. I'm gonna go heavy. We're gonna kneel on our reformers and face our straps. Now, if you need to change those springs at any point, you guys can always change them. Headrests are all the way down. Hands are gonna go right to the outsides of our headrests. And then I'm gonna grab my right strap into my hand. We'll use the long loop. I'm going to grab right where my rope kind of connects to my loop. I'm going to pull in, and the long loop is going to go into the arch of my right foot. Then when we get here, we want to set up with our shoulders over our hands, our hips are right over our knees. If wrists are an issue, you guys can always come down onto your forearms rather than being on your palm. So at any point, feel free to drop down onto your forearms for your wrist's sake. Now, I want you to think stabilize from your shoulders and your core. On an exhale, we're gonna kick our right leg back behind us and give it a little lift up, and then we're gonna bend and come right back in. Exhale, press little lift of that leg, and inhale, bend. Again, if you need to change those springs, you guys can always change your springs. We're going a little heavy today. If you need it to be lighter, you guys can always go lighter. We want to feel our glute max and hamstring really engaged here. Press little lift, bend, press little lift, bend. We're going to do 3 more. We want to think lengthening through the crown of the head. And then on our last one, we'll hold back behind us, straight leg, dip the toes straight down to the springs. We'll lift straight up, straight down to the springs, straight up. Dip, lift, dip, lift. We should really feel our glute max engaged here. We have 4, 3, 2, last one. And then we'll bend our knee, we'll take that strap off of our foot. We're gonna keep the strap into our right hand. And then I would suggest, if you are on a heavy spring, to hold on to your long loop. If you're on a lighter spring, hold on to your short loop, but it is up to you guys. Our long loop will just be a little lighter, short loop will be a little heavier for us. Our right arm is gonna be right to the side of our carriage. Our palm is facing back, and on an exhale, we're gonna press our palm to our hip, engaging that lat, and then inhale, return. Exhale, palm to hip, inhale, return, exhale, press, inhale, return. Now think, lengthen through the crown of your head, press back, return. We have 2. And then on this last one, we'll hold, bend our elbow now for our tricep press, press back and bend. Palm can either be rotated to the hip or to the foot bar, whatever feels best on your tricep and your wrist. We have 2 more. And then last one. All right, now when we bend our elbow, we'll hang that strap up. We're gonna do the same thing on the left side. So we'll grab the long loop. We're gonna put it right onto the arch of our foot. And then again, if wrists are ever an issue, you guys can always drop down onto your forearms rather than being on your palms. I'm gonna set up, shoulders over my hands, hips right over my knees in my neutral spine. I'm gonna kick my left leg back and slightly up, and then bend. Exhale, press little lift. Inhale, bend. Again, we wanna feel our glute max and our hamstring really kicking in here. Exhale, press, inhale, back. We have 4 more. Think lengthen through the crown of your head, push through your heel, 2 more. And then on our last one, we'll hold that leg back. We'll dip the toes straight down, lift straight up, straight down, straight up, straight down, straight up. Again, feeling that glute max firing here. Three more. 2 and 1, and then we'll bend that knee and we'll take the strap off. Now, don't lose the strap. Grab the long loop or the short loop into your hand. We're gonna have our arm nice and long at our side. Palm is facing back. We're gonna exhale, press the palm to the hip, And then inhale, return. Again, just really feeling that lat fire as we press our palm to our hip. Exhale, press. Inhale, return. 2 more. Then on our last one, we'll hold at our hip, bend our elbow now for those tricep kickbacks, bend and extend. Palm again can either be rotated to the foot bar or to your hip. Again, whatever feels best on your wrist and your tricep. Think nice, long wrist. 2 more. And then last one. And bend. All right, we'll hang that strap up. And then we're just gonna go ahead and straddle our reformers facing the same direction, still facing the straps. Now, if you guys were on a lighter spring for those, a blue, a medium spring, I would go to your red spring or your heavy spring and just that one spring. We're gonna sit about an arm's distance away from our shoulder blocks, and then I have my feet nice and wide on the floor, externally rotated naturally. We're gonna move into push-ups when we get into this exercise. If you need it lighter for your arms, you guys can always walk back to your foot bar. If you want it heavier, you can walk forward to your straps. Again, hands are on our shoulder blocks. We're gonna lift our butts off of the carriages, and then I'm gonna push my carriage out, and I'm gonna get my chest parallel with the floor. Now, my chest is gonna stay here. We're gonna bend our elbows wide to bring the carriage in. Exhale, press. Bend wide, exhale, press. Inhale, exhale again. If you guys need it heavier, you can walk further forward. Lighter, you can walk a little further back. Bend, press, bend, press. We have 5, 4, 3, 2, and then last one. All right, now once we come in, we're gonna sit our butts down. I'm gonna pick my feet up, and I'm just gonna take them into my head rest. Now, my knees are gonna be bent, heels will be flat, and then I have at least a palm's width away from me in the back of my carriage so that my sacrum can roll down. You can have more than a palm, just no less. I'm gonna grab my straps into my hands. I'm using long loops. It's gonna be a little more challenging. Short loops will be a little easier for these. Arms are going to stay long, and then we're just gonna tuck our pelvis and roll ourselves down into our sacrum, so that lowest part of our back above our tailbone, and on our exhale, let's curl right back up. So I'm gonna inhale, roll back today, and exhale, roll back up. Inhale, tuck, roll back, and exhale to come up. My focus is on that tuck of my pelvis. So I'm thinking I'm curling my pubic bone towards my forehead, sending my tailbone to my heels to get my low back down, and then scooping into my abs to lift up. 3 more. Inhale and exhale for 2, and then last one. And up. Now I'm gonna tuck, roll halfway back. I'm gonna hold at this halfway point. On an exhale, I'll lift my right knee up into a tabletop position. Inhale, set that foot down. Exhale, left knee lifts. Inhale, down. Now the opposite heel stays anchored. Think lift, lower, lift, lower. Now rather than tabletop, think pull the knee to the chest. Set it down, knee to chest, set it down, arms stay long, shoulders stay down, collarbones stay wide. Lift, lower, lift, lower. Let's go for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Set that heel down, hang the straps back up onto the pegs, straddle our reformers again, and then we're gonna go back into push-ups. We're going narrow this time. Same thing, you guys, lighter, scoot your butts back, heavier, walk a little further forward. I'm gonna go about an arm's distance away to start. I'm gonna lift my butt up. When I press out, I want my chest, my torso parallel with the floor. Now from here, bend your elbows narrow. I want them to shave your ribs. Exhale, press. Bend narrow, exhale, press. Bend, press, bend. Let's go for 5, 2, one. And then once we come in, we'll set our butts down. We'll pick our feet up. We'll take them right back into our head rests. We'll grab the straps back into our hands. Again, long loops are going to be a little more challenging. Short loops will make this a little easier. And then just make sure that you have that palms width away from you in the back of your carriage. We're going to tuck our pelvises, roll ourselves back down towards our sacrums. This time we're going to pause here. And then on an exhale, we're going to do little pulses up and down, up and down. The arms stay long. The arms don't lift you. The abs lift you. Up, and down. 3, 2, 1, and then we'll come all the way back up. Now, when we come up, we're going to combine our knee lifts with our pulses together. So we'll keep those arms long. We'll tuck our pelvises. We'll roll about halfway back, hold here, and then as I pulse up, I'm going to lift my right knee to my chest. As I lower down, I'm going to set my heel down. Pulse up, lift the left knee, and then lower. So we think everything comes up, everything goes down, everything comes up, everything goes down. It's an exhale to lift and an inhale to lower. We want those obliques, again, to fire as we lift, lower, lift, lower. 3 more. 2, make sure those arms stay long. Last 1, and then we can come all the way back up. All right, we're going to hang our straps back up onto the pegs. I'm going to straddle my reformer one more time, and we're going to finish with a stretch. So a blue spring, that red one will come off. Again, if you guys aren't on balanced body, we'll just go to a medium spring. The heavy spring comes off. I'm going to be about an arm's distance away again from my shoulder blocks. I'm going to lift my butt back up. And then again, this time we are stretching. So we're going to press the carriage out. Think about this like cat-cow. Let your chest drop down in between your arms. And then I'm going to tuck my pelvis. I'm going to round through my spine to bring the carriage right back in for my cat. Press the carriage out. My belly and chest drop down. And then I exhale, tuck my pelvis. I round through my spine to come in. 2 more. Inhale out. Exhale, tuck round to come in. And then last 1, inhale out. And then exhale, tuck round and come in. Now let's keep this rounded shape in our spine. We're going to push the carriage out again. When we push out from the rounded spine, let your chest, let your belly drop down. We're going to lift into an extension. So I'm going to lift my chest up. I'm going to arc through my back. As I lift my chest and arc through my spine, my carriage should glide right back underneath me. And then I'm going to round again, press out, let my belly and my chest drop down. As I arc into my back, into my extension, my shoulders draw down, my carriage comes in. I round through my spine when it comes all the way in, press out, belly, chest drop down, lift into an extension. That carriage should glide back and underneath you. Last 1, round, press out, belly drops down, inhale, lift into an extension, let your carriage come all the way home. You guys can sit your butts down onto your reformers, and you guys just finished your class. I hope you had a great class. Please leave a review, subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you guys next time.